Hi guys, if you guys are new here or if you're not, my name is Natalie and this is going to be one of my sit down, it's nail time videos. I do these videos quite a bit. I have a whole playlist for the series and I actually really enjoy doing these videos. It's essentially a video where we sit down and I talk through the process of doing nail. If you guys don't know, I do have a nail business on Instagram at namis_nails_. Essentially, the process of getting an order into me is you just gotta DM me your design that you'd like. I'll ask you the size that you want in your nail, the shape you want in your nail, and also whether or not you have a deadline in which you want the nails to be done. I also do shipping, and I can do literally any design that you sent me. That is my claim in my bio, and it's a claim that I've been able to fulfill since I've started. I haven't gotten a lot of orders so far, but I am really happy with the orders that I have done, and I'm really proud of the work that I have been able to create for my clients so far. This video in particular is going to be a set of nails that I did for a giveaway. I did a giveaway for getting 100 followers. Hopefully I'll be able to do another one in the future for maybe 200 or maybe 300. I'm not really sure what number yet I'm gonna do, but we'll see as we go. If you guys like the work that I do, please go and support, and also send me a DM if you'd like a set of press-on nails done by me, and I would be more than willing to do a pair for you. This video is sort of a way for you to see how much effort and the process and the love that I put into the work that I do, and hopefully you guys like the work that I do. So, without further ado, sit down, it's nail time.
You were burning like a summer in my heart till you found another northern star, following a lover right out of my ocean. And I was broken, but you know what they say.
Okay guys, today's video is going to be the giveaway set that I did. I titled it Strawberry Hello Kitty Sanrio Summer. It turns out I have a very big fan base that really likes Sanrio, because so far I've done Miffy, I've done Hello Kitty, and guess what? I don't mind it because I'm a big Hello Kitty fan myself, big Sanrio fan. I also have like these little Keroppi pins too. Anyway, this giveaway set, essentially, I sent out on my story on Instagram this giveaway that I wanted to do when I got 100 followers, because I felt very proud of myself and proud of the people who supported me for getting me 100 100 followers, not subscribers, it's not YouTube. Well, this is YouTube, but anyway, 100 followers, and I posted on my story 2 designs to possibly do. I save a lot of designs on Instagram a lot of the time because they're things that I want to do in the future, and it would just give me the opportunity to be able to try to do those designs. And these 2 designs are done by 2 nail artists on Instagram, and I tagged them in the post. You guys can go see that yourself. And out of these 2 designs that I chose, a majority of people chose this specific set, so I decided to do this specific set, but I was going to do a bit of a twist in which I do the strawberries more realistically and do more shading, so that then all of the components within the nails are more to my design and not specifically to the set that it's inspired by. And I also decided that the order in which I do the nails, which you can see on the screen right now, is I would do the white detailing first, do all of the nails for that, and then after that do the painting for all of the nails for the strawberries and Hello Kitty and the stems, etc. And then after that I would go in and do all the pearls. And I also had to adjust all of the sizing for everything, because in the set that this is inspired by, it's on these like extra long sort of square nails, or coffin nails. And for my client that I decided, like, that won the giveaway, I decided to give her the almond, like the medium almond size instead, so I had to shrink everything down onto the smaller nail. Anyway, when I decided to do the giveaway, in terms of picking a winner for the giveaway, I left the giveaway up for a couple days, or around a week, and then I inputted all of the people who entered into the giveaway and put them into this sort of wheel, like this online wheel where it randomly picks a username or a name, and that person would be the winner. And so I did that, and I ended up getting the client that I have. And she's the sweetest person on this earth, and I'm so happy that she won because it turns out her username and her little profile picture perfectly match this sort of theme of Sanrio, and I feel really happy to have gotten to know her, and also really happy that she was the one who won. Um, and I hope that in the future giveaways, more people will join and I'll be able to meet more people and get more work done for other people. But this kind of allowed me to do more of a creative take on something that I had been wanting to do, a post that I had saved and I had been wanting to try to create sort of my own version of. And I'm just so happy that she was so open and she really liked the result that I came out with. Um, Anyway, as you can see, I already finished all of the white detailing on the nails at this point, and I also am starting to do the strawberry on the thumb of this hand. This strawberry, initially on the set of nails that I'm getting the inspiration from, is just a normal cartoon big strawberry with like vines and a stem. But instead, I decided to take off of this other nail set that I had been inspired by to do a more realistic strawberry that's open. And this nail actually, I think, took me like one of the longest out of all of them because it, like, if you know anything about painting or drawing, when it comes to trying to get it the way that you want it to look when you start, it's just not going to look right until you just keep like messing with it and meddling with it, and then it'll end up being the way that you want. So this is just me adding colors, smudging colors to get rid of them, adding color, smudging, adding, smudging, etc. And eventually I came up with the end result that I liked. This is me adding highlights, adding more highlights, adding white, and then I'm adding the stem now. In terms of shading for the strawberry, I concocted a sort of darker red with a black and a red, and I also concocted a lighter red with red and white. And I also used straight white and straight black in order to create shadows and make it more extreme so that then it looks more realistic, in my opinion, and it gives it more dimension. But with like the stems and stuff, instead of creating like those in-between shades of green, black, and green, white, I just use this light green, a black, and a white. And then this is me adding some shadow to the strawberry because in the inspired picture, the one that's on the screen right now, there was a shadow to the strawberry, and I thought that would be really nice to add. Yeah, that's me messing with it, trying to get it. That's the final result. I do add a top coat after like I finish painting all of these. I don't show that step, but it is happening. I think that like I also don't show the steps like where I cure the paint in between, because like once you put on a layer of paint, you gotta cure it and then add another in order to create a distinction between. But if you're still like messing with it and like sort of mixing the colors, then you don't need to cure it yet, or you can cure it for a little bit so that then most of it is dry. But it's sort of like painting. It's just that when you normally would wait for a certain layer to be dry, you would just go and cure it, because this paint doesn't really dry like that because it's nail paint. And this is me doing the second nail. The strawberries on the rest of these nails, like except for the ones where I did them open, I basically just do them exactly the same as the set that this set is inspired by, because like I really liked the way that she did it, and it's generally pretty realistic already, so I kind of just didn't want to meddle with that. And I kept it the same, especially the small ones, and also doing like extreme details in the small one, similar to like that first one that I just did, the big one, would be a lot harder because these ones are like extremely small. And I know that like right now the camera angle is like zoomed in, so it doesn't seem that bad, but like in comparison to like my thumb, right? If you look at your thumb, it's just a little bit bigger like this, and then a strawberry is literally a speck on your finger. but I'm still adding like the shadows and the details to it the best that I could. And for the space that I had, I think I did pretty well. And this is that nail done. And the next up is the fun nail, which is the Hello Kitty nail, because we all love Hello Kitty. And so for the Hello Kitty nail, I essentially followed the same design as the inspired set, or the set that this is inspired by. The only difference is that I added more shadows and more highlights so that then it becomes more of a 3D effect and becomes more realistic in terms of her costume, but in terms of her face and her hand, you know, the parts that are white and are actually Hello Kitty, those parts I didn't add any details to or any highlights to or shading to. Like her bow, I didn't do that either. I also didn't add a pearl to her bow the same way it is in the inspiration picture, and you'll see that later, but like I didn't do that because I didn't have a pink pearl, and I also felt like it looked perfect the way it was already, and I didn't really want to mess with it. And that's me doing a bit of the greens, and then that's me shading for the small strawberry that she's holding. I feel like in a lot of these nail videos, I'm kind of just going through the process and telling you guys what I'm doing, but there's also a lot of moments where like I have nothing to say. I mean, in the first video of this series, I had a lot to say because I was talking a bit about my past experiences working in a nail salon and also my like background as a nail tech and nail design artist, and also a bit about my client at the time, who was my friend, and how I met her, and also you guys got to see a little snippet of her reaction at the end of the video. But on videos like this where like the client is not someone that I asked permission if I could, you know, disclose who they are or anything like that, and I don't know the client on a personal level or things like that, I'm not really sure what I should be talking about during these like weird little spaces where I have nothing to say. So please comment down below about things that maybe you would like me to talk about during these nail videos, because like I like have a whole bunch of stories or like things like that about working in a nail salon, or I could talk about anything you guys want me to talk about, but as of right now, this is all I got. Oh, also I had to get rid of one of the little white detail marks on this nail at the bottom because like her feet would have gotten on top of that, and her feet are white and the detail is white. I ran into that problem because the nail again is smaller, so instead I just used a nude nail polish paint and covered up the old little white detail and added her feet and used the new detail to create a distinction between her 2 feet. She has 2 feet. And there's me whiskers. And her bow. I almost forgot her bow. I didn't. And that's the fun one. The top coat. And then the next nail is pretty simple. It's again just strawberries with greenery, vines, things like that. These nails didn't take me too long to do, the ones with like the simple strawberries and stuff, because like once I did it like once or twice, I started to get the hang of it, and I wasn't as worried about like not doing it the way that I wanted to and not getting it like cohesive between the nails. So essentially I would just add like shading, like black or dark red shading, and then I would add light red highlighting, and then add little white little sprinkles to add like the seeds and also to add highlights. And then after that I would move on to the stem. The stem I used a lighter green than the inspo picture because I felt like the inspiration picture, it used a darker green, and if I were to use a darker green, then the distinction between the stem and the shadows wouldn't be as distinct versus like, you know, light green and black. You know, you would be able to see the distinction between the shadow and the actual stem. So using a lighter green felt, one, it felt cuter and more innocent, and two, it allowed me to create more distinction between the highlights and the shadows and the actual stem. And for that, I just kind of like decided for all of them, I would just use a lighter green than the inspiration picture. And then it's that nail. And then if you look carefully, the pinky nail, I did change the white design on it in comparison to the inspiration picture because I just didn't have enough room for all of those squiggles, especially if I also wanted to have strawberries on there too. So I adapted the design to the nail. And then I added strawberries, and same thing, same process. Okay, and then that's the end of the paint job. Obviously, as you can see, they're all shiny, so that means I put the top coat on all of them already. And now I'm adding the pearls. The pearls, I went basically exactly to the same design as the original inspiration. And I use a nail glue that you use to like add tips onto your nails instead of a rhinestone glue because it's what I have, and I used to do my own nails a lot where I use like nail tips instead. And then I also use a little wax pencil, the white pencil, to adhere the little pearls onto it. And then that's it. That's it for the first hand. And now this is the second hand. I basically do the same base. Oh, I didn't mention before because I was talking, but the base is essentially this little jelly base, and you can see which color I used at the beginning. But I essentially did the same thing as I did in the Miffy nails, which I posted like maybe like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I'm not really sure. I'll card it somewhere on the screen. But I essentially do the same process except without the ombre component. So I just layer the same paint over and over again a few times so that then it gets a solid base that's a little bit jelly-like, and then create the base like that. Oh, and then this nail in particular I really had fun doing because I had to figure out how to make it like effortless but also specific to the same design of like a frame around the nail. And I think I did a pretty good job. It was definitely one of the prettiest nails that I did in the set, in terms of the white design. And then that's it for the white paint for this hand of nails. And now I move on to doing the actual painting. On this one, the thumb has Hello Kitty instead. It's something I really enjoy about a lot of these nail sets is that nowadays people are not afraid to have different things on each nail. I feel like in the past, the trend was to have each nail exactly the same, like French tips, they're all the exact same, or squiggles, all the same on each finger, or the same on both hands, that sort of thing, where it's like all cohesive. But now I feel like people are less afraid to have each nail different, and I feel like that's so cool. I mean, like, personally, I love a bit of symmetries, or like a little bit of like similarity or a theme in between all of them for them all to be somewhat the same, which is why I really like this set. This is definitely one of my favorite that I have done. And I know I keep saying that, but like, it's true. This is now my favorite. But anyway, I feel like it's allowing more artists and more people to be more creative with either someone else's nails that they're doing, or to be as the receiver, someone with the nails to speak up about who they are as a person. And having each nail different is just so special because it's like, wow, this person is someone who's super intriguing. And I don't know if anyone else is like this, but maybe because as a nail artist, I like when I see people with really nice nails, I just check and I like look at them because I want to see the work of other people. I want to express that this is something that I feel like is hard for most people to do, or it's something that not everybody can do. and the work that somebody put into you and somebody decided to give to you is something that like I feel like should be treasured by people who get to see it. And I'm definitely more intrigued by the ones with like different different designs on each nail for sure. I hope to do more like this. So far, I got a lot of like similar things. The Miffy one, like each nail was slightly different, or different. This like similar to this one basically. But I want to like do more like intricate designs. Like you know, like you look online on Instagram, each and every single nail is completely different instead of following a theme. I want like maybe a customer one day who wants something like that. Because I would be more than happy to do it. It would take me longer, but like I would love to do it. But yeah, this is me to do the Hello Kitty still, adding strawberry seeds. And then the bow, obviously. And that's the end result for that nail. And then for the rest of these nails, I essentially just follow the same pattern, doing the same thing for all the strawberries. On the middle nail, the one with like the white frame, I do add one realistic strawberry that did take me significantly longer because the strawberry was smaller than on the thumb of the other hand. So it took me much longer to try to get the same detail and the same design and the way that I wanted it. But it was worth it. It's definitely worth it. Doing details. And shadows to the stem. And that's that nail done. Okay, next up is the nail that I was talking about. This nail, as you can see, it has 3 strawberries. The bottom strawberry, I decided to make it an open strawberry instead of a closed strawberry because I felt like since the other hand it had 1 open strawberry, this one should at least have 1 instead of all of them being closed. And I felt like it would be more cohesive if both hands had at least 1 open strawberry, so I decided to do that. But this one was a lot harder for me to do because like I couldn't seem to get it exactly the same way as the other hand because it's so much smaller, and even like the slightest mistake you can see it in comparison to the other strawberry where like you can make a slight mistake but like it looks like it's part of the strawberry and it looks good. But this one, like I had to be a lot more meticulous and a lot more particular about it, and it took me significantly longer to get it right. But obviously I sped it up in this video, so you won't see that process. But there I go. And then I started to do the stem, similar to the photo. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it nice because I just don't know this to say. Okay, yeah, so this is the final result. I think it turned out pretty good. And low-key, this nail specifically looked kind of like Christmassy. But anyway, I think it looks cute, personally. And same process again with the strawberries and the stem, shading, highlights, seeds, stem, shading, highlights, same thing. Yeah, you guys really need to comment what I should talk about because I've been kind of. Anyway, we're almost done. We're almost done. Promise. I swear. This is the pinky nail. It looks sort of the same as the other one, so it's just the two strawberries in the corner, stem, shading, highlights, seeds, shading, highlights, same thing. But taking some this time. So that's that one done. And this is the whole hand for the second hand. And then I did the rhinestones, the pearls off camera, and that's the final result. It's beautiful. I obviously did a check-in with my client, the winner of this giveaway, to see if they liked the set of nails or if there was anything that they wanted to change amidst the process of me doing the nails. And I'm super glad, and hopefully you guys can tell by now, but she really liked it, and this is me packing it now because of her approval. I'm packing it to get it ready to be shipped to her. And this is me just aligning the nails onto the packing box that I usually use. And trying to make sure that it looks nice and looks even across the board. Yeah, the second strip in order to add the second hand of nails. And that looks pretty good. Yeah. So that's it for the boxing. I also added the sticker for my business name to the box in order for people to know that this is my set of nails, and in order for people to know that this is created by Nails Nails. I also would talk about in another video. I add nails next time. Anyway, for packing, I include a business card, a instructions card on how to apply the nails, and a thank you card. On the thank you card, I include a note to each client that's very specific and individualized. And I enjoy the fact that, like, once I create something for a client, I follow them as well. And I also get to know them a little bit better through their social media. And that way it helps me, gauge who I'm delivering this to and how I can pick their little free sticker at the end. And also I should write in their little note. I also include nail glue, these little nail stickers that you usually get in like the press-ons that you get in like not CVS, in Walgreens or in other places like that. And also a cuticle pusher and a nail buffer. All of these are for your application, and the instructions card should be able to guide you through that. You can either use the little stickers or you can use the glue. It's up to you, but you just replace whichever one within the instructions for like applying that glue. And now I'm choosing the free sticker. In terms of choosing the free sticker for this client in particular, I seem to gravitate towards like the little cat stickers with like food, or they're dressed up as food, or they have little costumes on, things like that. But I also realized that this client that I had, I have been following her for a few days now because I was creating the nails for her and getting to know her a little bit through her social media, but she posts a lot about her pet, which is a bunny. And that's why I decided to choose the specific sticker that I chose, which is a sticker of a cat dressed as a bunny. And it was just perfect that I didn't even have to think about the other ones anymore. From away, and I had chosen the sticker that was perfect for this client. I even wrote a little note on the back of the sticker, hoping that they loved the cute little like cat bunny sticker. Hopefully they do. And I seal that, and then after that point, I start to get ready to actually pack the shipping package. I use these little pink pouches that are very snug and everything to be intact, and it's a lot better for sticking and snug packaging. However, I do have to warn clients not to cut off the top too much because they might cut into like the corners of the instruction of the sticker and like, the other things that you might want to apply. But yeah. Well, that's the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for watching my video and for supporting me, especially those who follow my channel and help support my small business. It really means so much to me that you guys are willing to watch me put in the effort, the process in which I go through to put in the effort, and also that you guys believe in my work and are willing to even purchase from me whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Thank you for watching. Good morning. Good night. Bye.